Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to my channel. My name is Desiree, and I'm about to invite you guys into my kitchen this morning. And I would like to say happy Valentine's Day. I almost forgot what it was. I'm already out of breath, guys. Whew. Yeah, so, ooh-wee. I didn't realize I was out of breath. But anyway, I do use a wheelchair. Meet Desiree. Okay. I didn't name her because I don't plan on being attached to her indefinitely. So we're gonna just call her her. But yeah, that was not planned. Actually, none of this is planned but the cooking. So whatever comes forth, we're gonna trust that God had me to say the right thing. But anyway, for the first time here, give me a thumbs up, please. Subscribe, comment, and share the video. Share your thoughts about the video, the content I'm bringing today. If you have been peeking in on my videos before and haven't subscribed, I would really like to ask you to please subscribe, support me, and help me build this channel. I've been doing a lot of studying, trying to understand how the format goes here on YouTube, what type of content to bring. So yeah, I do want to do a story time so you guys can know how I got here with YouTube. If you have looked down my profile, you can see that I had posted some stuff a year or so ago, and I just kept stopping. But yeah, this is not the time for all that rhetoric because I really just wanted to get on here and yeah, probably just talk along as I cook some breakfast. And so let's get started. I'm going to cook some Beyond Breakfast sausages. This is my first time trying these. These are plant-based. I am a new vegan. However, I'm weaning myself off things, so you're going to see some you're going to see some things here that vegans don't eat. But I promise you, as I continue to explore, you will see less and less things that I shouldn't eat as being a vegan. But I'm going to give myself some grace, give me some space to be a new vegan and trying my best because I can't throw away, and I'm not going to throw away, things that I already had in my freezer. I did give away some stuff already. So, we're going to take it from there. I put a little oil. Vegan food or processed food, which I don't want to get in the habit of doing that. I have cooked some things from scratch, but I don't want to get in the habit of buying everything processed from, plant-based stuff. I want to learn how to cook my own stuff, So, but as we know, they're very low on fat, so I put a little bit of oil in there to help that cook. So, here we go. Sometimes when I don't feel like cutting potatoes for home fries, I use French fries. Yep. I pre-wash and I pre-cut my vegetables. So I do like my home fries with vegetables in it, peppers, onions. So we're going to get started here. Put a little olive oil, OVV, how Rachel would say, EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. That's what Rachel Ray says. So EVOO, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to I probably should have put some more, but no, that's fine. I don't want to use a lot of fat because I am going to add some plant-based butter in there. The reason why I had this butter in this here contained this glass jar, I did have it in a butter dish that's sitting over here, but it started melting. I guess it doesn't hold up like regular butter for some reason, but it started melting, so I put it in there, so we won't have a mess. And I like to have some butter sitting out for my toast, because I like my toast. I don't like white. I don't like the butter sit on top of my toast. You know, I like the butter my toast as soon as it come out, and I like the butter to melt in the crevices of the toast. So I like to keep soft butter out so it can melt quickly. So I'm gonna put my cut onions, prepared cut onions. I'm gonna do a little bit of red. I love onions, guys. I love onions, and garlic. That's a mess. Now I should have, cooked this a little earlier, pre-cooked them, because I like my onions to saute up really soft, so I can eat them. I'm gonna break these down. No, just gonna break them in half a little bit so they can. Just the peppers, because I do have dentures in, so I might as well keep it funky and real with you guys. And I like to cook my vegetables down so I can eat them. If I don't cook them down and make them really soft, I won't be able to eat them. So I like to cook them down so they can get soft so I can eat them. Oh, I was going to say, how did that melt? But that's butter. So I'm going to let those cook. I always add a little bit of salt on my onions and things like that, because the salt brings out the natural sweetness in onions and vegetables. So I'm going to use a little bit of kosher salt. I do use kosher salt, sea salt, and pink Himalaya salt. Depends on what I'm cooking. Depends what mood I am in. And I always use my hand as a guide, so I can control how much salt I put in, because you can always add more salt, but once you over salt it, you can't take it out. You can ruin your dish. And I love black pepper. I love black pepper. So I like to crack my black pepper, or buy black pepper that's not so grounded. Although I do have it, I keep it in the house along with regular salt, because I use my regular salt in pasta water. When I'm making pasta, I use regular salt for that water. I don't know, ask me why I just don't use kosher salt or sea salt. I don't know. I just always use regular salt in my pasta water. Okay, after that, I'm here. Put that there, just move this out the way. I like to stay organized when I'm cooking, guys. I really do. This is cooking kind of fast. In the electric stove, you have to be really careful, because it cooks much quicker than a gas stove. You have to get a top. And get the top. Because I'm cooking with you guys, I'm going to smother the onions a little bit so they can cook a little quicker. Yeah. It's not, they can cook a little quicker when you add a little bit of water and let them smother. And now that when you want to control your electric stove, the heat on your stove, when you turn down your temperature, you still have to move the pan or the pot or whatever it is that you're using, because it takes time for the grill the temperature to go down on the grill. It doesn't go immediately straight down like, excuse me, my lip breath, guys, like a gas grill would. So yeah, I don't want these to cook too fast. I never had them before. I want them to cook nice and slow, so whatever flavor that is in the sausages can cook out, as opposed to cooking them real fast and they brown up on either you know, get dried out and you can't really get the taste of them. Sorry, guys. I explained all that to you in story time about the way I hesitate in my communication and say, try to get my words together. That'll come more in story time. So as of now, I just wanna ask you guys to be patient with me and let you know that I appreciate that you are patient with me. So I'm gonna let them get soft before, and I'm gonna add some French fries in them and make these into a home fry. Now you can also make home fries if you would like, but like I said, when I don't feel like, well, it's still gonna be home fries. Potatoes are potatoes. It's all cut differently, and depending on the way you cut them is what they're called. So these are potatoes cut into French fries, and I'm going to transfer them into home fries. That's it. You know, because I don't feel like cutting potatoes. So gonna all be good in the end. I would like to cook enough for seconds. Even though it's just me, I don't want to just cook enough for one serving because I never know if I want, you know, go back for seconds, or later on in that day, I might want to nibble on something, and if we have more potatoes left, I can just grab some potatoes. You know how you just want to nibble on something, you're not necessarily hungry. Excuse me, that is a cabinet up there. I'm reaching for one of these. I'm going to throw that away. The granolas I haven't used in a while, so they're going in the trash. I like to keep things fresh, organized, you know. So back in the freezer, these go. Potatoes cooking nice and slow. Put our scissors back. Organization and space, need room to work with. Put our potatoes, not our potatoes, our sausages back. So what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I have forgot all about Valentine's Day coming into. I heard someone on TV say happy Valentine's Day. I said, oh yeah, it is Valentine's Day. I don't get stressed out over these days, these holidays. As I did when I was a younger person, I would allow these holidays to dictate how I felt, you know. And if someone bought me certain things or didn't buy me anything, how I felt, all that would predicate how I felt. But today I'm all grown up, and if I want a particular day to feel good to me, I make it feel good to me. But hey, here's my basil. I'm glowing, and please forgive me. I'm trying to restore it. You can see some is blowing out. I was looking for some soil in a pot so I can replant it and repot it. Do you know they don't have this stuff here in my neighborhood yet? And I don't know what happened when I ordered it from Amazon. I don't know. Maybe I go back from there. I don't know what happened. Or did I even try Amazon? But anyway, yeah. Basil, it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there with me. New growth coming up. Yeah, this can be used, you know. It's not bad. It's just like the ground, the basil in the jar. That's all that is. I had some over there that fell off. This basil, use it just like it was coming out the jar. And I have another one over there that was mint. I really ruined that one. I put it outside to get some air. And I left it out there and it froze. Look at my mint, and I refuse to get rid of it because I'm working on it. Some new growth is coming in. I'm going to do all I can to rebuild my, bring them back to life as much as I can. I like the way the temperature these sausages are cooking. They look nice. They look like brown and serve. sausages. So I just hope they taste as good as they look. Yeah, I don't want to cook them too long, because I don't want them to dry out. You know, again, vegan food is low on fat, so we're gonna push them to the side, because basically they're already done, because they're processed, and mostly processed plant-based food is already done. You really probably just have to warm it up, you know. So we're gonna sit them to the side, and the onions are nice and translucent. So we're gonna put our potatoes in there. I like to try to pronunciate all the consonants in the word. That's just a habit of mine to practice good grammar. It's just a habit. I do fall short sometimes, but when I'm conscious of it, I like to correct myself. And that part, I'm not just doing because I'm on camera. That's something I do in real life. This is real life, but that's something I do off camera. So that is not up front. And you hear me correcting my grammar, because we all, some are Ebonics, you know, but Ebonics is to me, and there's nothing wrong with it, because when I'm kicking it with my friends or whatever, you know, it's just give or take. It depends on how you feel. You know, I try not to be lazy and with the pronouncing words. That's it. My children would get very irritated when they were coming up and I would correct their grammar. But you should see them when they couldn't wait to catch me fall short on my grammar. They loved the idea of catching me falling short on my grammar. They would correct me with no problem. Okay, so we're gonna season my potatoes. So since I was talking about the basil, I might as well go ahead and crush this up and use the basil. I have it sitting on a receipt right there. I'm going to use that since we're speaking on it. Just crush it up, see? It's like it's coming out the jar. That's it. Just to use it up. And lay this back over there for the rest of them. They're going to fall off. Now, I don't usually put basil in my potatoes, but it won't hurt. But I do put parsley in it. I put parsley on my potatoes, and I put parsley in my rice. So it's not going to hurt. The basil's not going to hurt. Okay, so add some black pepper. And again, I said I love black pepper. I love garlic powder, not garlic salt. I don't use garlic salt. Well, I'm not going to say I don't use garlic salt. There's only one time I do use garlic salt. When I want to make garlic bread, I put the garlic salt on there to enhance the flavor of the garlic powder. Just a little bit. Because I try, when I make garlic bread, just use garlic powder. Can't really get that oomph, the garlic that you would get if you buy it from the store. So one day I said, well, let me just put a little bit of garlic salt and then a lot of garlic powder. And that's what salt does. Salt only enhances the flavor and the herbs that you already use. Salt is not supposed to be or meant to be a seasoning. It's an enhancer. It's an enhancer. Ooh, guys, I'm doing pretty good. I'm out of breath. If I sound crazy, I think I should sit down sooner and not breathe all in you guys' ear. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to put my mic on. I kept telling myself, don't forget the mic. Don't forget the mic. Forget the mic. Oh wow. So I don't know what the sound quality is going to be. So a little seasoned salt. Okay, no salt because we had seasoned salt. Woo, the black pepper is up my nose. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this. And then let it cook with the lid on so it could soften up, continue to soften up the peppers. And then when I get it to the texture that I want, I'll fry and get that crust on it. I like my home fries with crust on it. I don't know how you guys like your home fries, but I like my home fries with crust on it. I'm going to use canola oil for this. Or vegetable oil, one or the other. That looks like a lot, but it's really not, guys. So I'm going to use the canola oil for that. Okay. Turn it up a little bit. Put a lid back on. We're going to put our peppers in the refrigerator. And now we're going to prepare the eggs. I'm only going to cook one egg, guys. Again, I had the gas to bypass. So this will be ample enough for my tummy. My tummy is the size of an egg. So one egg would be enough. For each egg, I like to use either 1 tablespoon of water, that's just for fluffiness. But because I'm trying to get rid of this so it won't go bad on me, I'm going to use the almond milk. I use this as much as I can so I won't let it sit and go bad. So just a splash of almond milk. That's about a tablespoonful of fluffiness. I'm going to put some pink Himalaya salt in this. This salt is very, very potent. So you have to be very careful when you use this. It will oversalt your food very quickly. The first time I found that out, I was so upset that I messed my food up. Now, I dumped some out my hand because I felt like that was too much. And that's why I use my hand for a guide. Because it can always throw away if it's too much. And add if you need more. And I'm going to try to get rid of this last bit of black pepper in here. I like different textures for different food. Now, for my eggs, I like to bite into the pepper. And yeah, I wonder if this jar is reusable. Until I found out I don't have enough black pepper for myself. So I'm going to add a little bit more black pepper. I am going to add some parsley in my eggs, but once they hit the pan, I'll put the parsley in. So yeah, potatoes and onions are starting to get the crust on them. Starting to brown. You can see they starting to brown. Ooh, it smells so delish, delish. Yeah, should try it out, guys. With the French fries. You know, You can smash your French fries up once they start getting smaller. Softer. You can, smash them a little bit. So they won't look like French fries. And these want to break up once. By the time I'm ready to actually eat these potatoes, they're going to be broken up more than they are, because after they get their crust on them, I like to simmer it with a little bit of water to soften the potatoes up, because the crust makes it hard. But then you add a little bit of water to soften the crust up. And steam the potatoes. And that is my breakfast for this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll be right back when this is finished up. Okay?